Alright, David Ken here with another question from your Hayes and Harris Math SL textbook. This is Chapter 8C.2, Question 3, Part B. It says, first off, we're not allowed to use a calculator, and we're told that we need to find the cosine of theta if the sine of theta is 2/5. We're also told that theta is between pi on 2 and pi. So let's start by drawing a unit circle so we can visualize what's going on. Alright, now we're stuck between pi on 2 and pi. That's pi on 2, and that's pi, so we have to be somewhere in that quadrant. Now we're told that the sine of theta is 2/5, so whatever angle we're dealing with here, it has a vertical component of 2/5, 0.2. Now since this is the unit circle, the radius is 1. 0.2 is a small portion of the radius, which means that the height of this angle is very small. So we're probably somewhere around here. The angle probably looks something like this. It'll have a vertical component of just 2/5. Now what we want to know is what's the cosine of theta? What's the horizontal component? So what's this part of the triangle? Well, we know one side, and we actually know the hypotenuse as well, because we're talking about the unit circle. And the unit circle always has a radius of 1. So this hypotenuse to this right triangle is also 1. What that means is that we can call our unknown x, and solve for x using Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem says that the side squared plus the side squared has to equal the hypotenuse squared. This means that x squared plus 4/25 has to equal 1. Let's subtract 4/25 from 1. That's 21/25. And then we'll take the square root. That's the square root of 21/5. But remember, whenever you take a square root, you need to think about plus or minus. Is it plus, is it minus, is it both? In this case, we're talking about the cosine of theta, not the length of this portion of a triangle. Lengths would normally be positive, but we're asked for the cosine of theta, the horizontal component of this line. And if we look at our Cartesian plane, we have our positive y, positive x, and negative x. This is the negative horizontal side of the Cartesian plane. So this value, this green line, is actually negative square root of 21 on 5, because we're going backwards.